Investing where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, computer software trading probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and company philosophy. I'm your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and great updates here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency, as old Vincenzo has brought back proof and most importantly, integrity back into the trading market. We're going to do this in the 3-hour time frame. Zoom in here. Nope, we're going to do this in a little bit tighter, the hour time frame. And you can see on a thinly traded weekend market, just like we thought the other day, there's not a whole lot of activity going on right now. You can see that quite clearly. We're just kind of consolidating off that crash or the downfall after the Bart Simpson topping pattern. See that? You're down, a straight pump, a choppy head, Bart Simpson's head, and then a flush. To me, this looks like you're on a bearish continuation pattern. As high as you're going to get is up here at this orange ring at about 30,900. But more than likely, the 200-day sitting at about 30,000 even would reject you. And I think as the market opens next week, I'm very bearish on the market after last week was a critical week for Bitcoin, and it just consolidated all week, which was fine for it. It wasn't falling, right? But I think the next move down is $25,000. So that's what I'm watching out for. And I would watch out to, if you break this local $29,000 local little tight bottom 28.8, you're coming all the way down to 25.4, right? So that's what I'm watching for. You had a nice little pump here in SOS. It came up to upper resistance, took a little short on there, made 150% and sold it because I think it's due for a little rally again after, back to upper resistance. But this coin's going to quickly sell off and on SOS. I think it's going to eventually end up back down there where it started from. At point, a bunch of zeros, 289. Dcash, nobody cares. ZIL is coming up to the 200-day moving average right now. And ZIL, if you're going to try to get bullish here, you got to break above that 200-day. That's at a major resistance zone, right? You see that in yellow? But if you can get above that, stay above that, and get above the 200, you can try to make a run at 0.078. Or if you get rejected, you're coming back down to your next underneath target at 0.036, right? So that's what we're looking at there. It's kind of a boring weekend. It's just consolidating weekend right now. Although you had that SOS have a phenomenal pump. You can see XRP is consolidating exactly right in the dead center middle of the last line of defense, aka get my shit together zone to the shithouse in orange. And if you break south out of that little consolidation, you're coming for a local retest of your local bottom between 33.5 and 36 cents, right? If you can break to the upside and get north of the last line of defense in orange, you could make a run up here at the top part of it at 46 cents. And then if you could break that, you could try to trade higher up to that 61 cent major upper resistance, right? So that's what's going on there. The cryptos are just consolidating down until the volume comes back in and the futures market opens, and then you start making your major moves up or down, right? Commerce Resource, I had a guy ask about it last week. Let's go into Commerce Resource. It's been getting hammered as gold's been consolidating down, as this is just a speculative stock. But he was asking for areas to maybe buy a position and swing trade it. Maybe buy it and swing trade this. You can see a couple areas. You're right at one right now, right? If we put a horizontal ray, see this? We'll mark this with a horizontal ray. You can see there's major support resistance back here. See that back there? Make that a little bit bigger. See that? Yeah, there's major support and resistance back there, and now you're sitting on it again. So if you're trying to take a swing trade on the down low, this is a spot that you could try. But then again, if it breaks down from here and can't hold this level, the next level that you'd want to consolidate down on a breakdown would be your next major area where there's a bunch of support and resistance, and that's all the way down there at 12 cents, right? So right now at 15 cents, that is a historic area where every time it's hit it, it's put back up after for a swing trade, but right now it's trying to break down below that. If we go into the hour time frame, see that? And if you can't get back above that, the moving averages are deeply trending downwards, which is very bearish. If you know Vincenzo'S trading rules, then you're coming down to 12 cents. 12 cents would be a better area to accumulate a lot more, right? If you're accumulating commerce resource, based on that. If you could dabble in it now, but say you got a pot of money that you want to put in this, I would only put about 40% in right now, and then see if it holds this, and you can buy more if it confirms on the upside of the 15 cents, or if it comes down to the 12 cents. Next major area where buyers should be, right? You could stack a bunch of cash there and play the bounce where buyers should be. So that's what I would look at. 15 cents you can nibble, 12 cents that's major support right on the underneath breakdown target downside. Like, subscribe, and share. I had to fix my shower, which we just got done. Fucking nailed it. Fixed that, kicked its ass, and now we got to go pick up some marijuana. Mary Jane, I love you, Mary Jane. She's my main squeeze. Right? That's why I gotta go pick up that, bring some back to where I'm going to make people happy. But you can see gold, real quick as I let you go. Gold's been consolidating down. Right? I'm very bullish on gold, and I've been stacking, and I've been accumulating, and I'm going to accumulate more as we're on an accumulation zone. But if we can't hold this major back test at about that 1800 mark where we bounced off of several times, your next underneath target is kind of down there at about 1700, 1650. So that's what I'm watching for. But I did start accumulating more on this support zone. And then if we break back down, I'll accumulate on the way down at every support zone, right? So that's what I'm doing in gold and my mining stock, because I think I'm going to be phenomenally rich in the coming years in those mining stocks. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll give you some more updates to come. It's been a busy weekend with the funeral and traveling and fixing the house before I got to travel tomorrow, right? So we'll give you more updates later on today and into tonight, and hopefully the market starts to move a little bit. Peace and love.